Whenever you're establishing a database, you want to make sure that you have as much information as possible. And the reason for that is if you don't have that information, you can't actually segment your database to be able to actually target. Remember that we are marketers. As sales agents, we're constantly looking to talk to people. And if we say the same message to everyone, we're really not talking to anybody at the same time. I often use the example that it's like going into your own backyard and just shouting your name as loud as possible. It's like, maybe a neighbor might hear, and the crazy thing is like sometimes it actually does work, which gives us a positive affirmation on a negative or not a great plan. And so what I want to do is just kind of reformat the way that you've been thinking about your database and really start to focus on getting name, email, phone, address, and as much other information as possible, background information, tell their current job, their kids' names, their dogs' names, are they on a busy road or not, when was the last time that they bought a house, as much information as possible. And so what we're going to do here is I'm going to teach you a method that you can actually utilize every single day in order to add more information to the database. So it starts like this. First of all, this is the contractor list outbound action plan in order to make sure that you bolster your database. The first thing that you're going to do is you're going to come up with a list of trusted professionals in the business so that you can offer that as an offering to people, and so they can see that as an item of value from you, and that they know that the next time that David calls me, oh my goodness, he might offer me something else. Think of it this way. If you get started into real estate, or even if you've been doing this a long time, you want people to answer your phone calls. So if you call them and you're like, hey, I'm wondering if you know anybody who's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, and they're like, no, guess what happens the next time that you call? They're going to be like, ooh, I don't know. The contractor script is a little bit different. It starts out with you saying, hey, it's David Brook, and you know what? I've just about finished up with my trusted professionals list, and my desire is to provide some of the best information for people after they've closed on homes. And so I want to give my clients a great experience. Do you have anybody who you've worked with in the recent past? Great electrician, plumber, whatever, and you make up the list of how many people you'd like to have on the list. My suggestion, somewhere between 12 and 20 is good. You're going to want landscaper, someone who installs a fence, irrigation, home security, a roofer, chimney, mason, all of these. You're going to put them all together, and what you're then going to do is you're going to take that list and you're going to form it up into a 1-page or 2-page sort of handout, and that handout is also going to have a little QR code or a link where they can get more information about you or price out their property, etc. The idea is this. You're looking to get that information to them. If they say to themselves, no, I don't have any of that, I haven't had a good experience with anyone, then what you're going to say is, no problem, when I do finish my list, where can I send this? Because the idea is if they don't have anybody, then great, this is a perfect list for them. If they say, yes, I do, and then they give you a suggestion, the idea behind it is awesome, fantastic. Who'd you have on that list? Now, what you're going to do either way is you're going to ask them, when I finish with my list, where can I either mail it or email it, or both? If you can get both, great. But if you have their email address already, ask to verify, hey, where do you live? I'm going to be mailing these out. If you already have their mailing address, great. Say, great, where can I email this once I'm finished? The idea behind it is to fill out as much information as possible. Now, I'm going to give you a few extra steps to this in order to really help bolster your business. The first is call that contractor. We're going to move from sphere of influence now over to business. Call that contractor and say, hey, I've been hearing a lot of good things about you. They're going to say, what are you talking about? You're going to say, well, I talked to Sally, and Sally said that, you replaced some of those GFCI outlets for her when she bought her house, and you did a great job. Oh, yeah, I remember Sally, blah, blah, blah. Great. Are you taking any new clients? Yes, we are taking new clients. Awesome. I'd love to be able to refer you in the future. Obviously, I don't know if you know this, but I'm in real estate. I meet a lot of clients. Would it be okay if I sent you about 2 or 3 clients a year on this? My goodness, I'd love that. Awesome, great. And by the way, if we could help both of our businesses grow, that would be fantastic. I just want to send some of my information over. You do that, then you go online, you can review them and say, listen, I haven't worked with them in the past before. Some of our clients have. I just want to say you did a great job at, sending us as much information as possible about what they do. And then you really learn about their business. Call them back the next day and say, great, I sent you a review online. Would just love to learn a little bit more about your business and really get an understanding of what this person does so that you can more accurately refer them. Well, Well, here's the thing. If you can do this for about 20 days in a row, contacting at least 10 people every single day, that's going to be 250 people that you're going to have name, email, address, and phone, and you can do the math from there. If you think to yourself, you know what, I'm going to do this for 20 days, and I'm going to get 25 people a day. However big your database is or you want it to be, that's how you can bolster and fill it out. Now you've actually got a full list. Now I'm going to give you the last third step here. This is really important, and that's going to be that you're going to want to take all of those addresses that you have. You're gonna email addresses and phone addresses. And you're gonna send out that trusted contractor list to them. That's number one. Number two is you're gonna now call and text everyone. So think about this. You're gonna email, you're gonna mail, you're gonna call, you're gonna text, and let everyone know I've completed my trusted contractors list and I hope you get it. Please let me know if you haven't. Now on there is gonna be a little QR code that's gonna lead to some sort of software that you use. We use HomeBot here on Brook Team, and so that way people are gonna be able to see the valuation of their house, and I can give you more training on how you actually can help people figure out what their homes are worth and stay in touch with them every single month. But if you do this right from the start in real estate, within your first month, you're gonna have between 200 and 400 people inside of your database with name, email address, phone number, and address, along with what you're gonna hit. This is the last step. 10 CMAs a day. I know it sounds like a lot, but this is the boot camp of real estate. This is really how you kick this off. You're gonna start doing a CMA every single day for 10 people. And because what you're gonna do is, man, they're gonna get that trusted contractor list, and the next thing they know, they might get that little valuation online. It might be, within the ballpark there. But the next thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna show up with a CMA, an accurate one. You're gonna update your online database where you have those valuations. You're gonna dial that in, and then you're gonna directly email them and say, hey, I got a valuation for you on your house. It's tax season. Oh, it's summertime. People are coming up on the winter. They might be getting a home equity. Whatever the case is, they're now gonna have a more accurate valuation on what their property is worth, and that's gonna kick off your career like crazy. I know people who've been doing this business for 20 years and still don't have a database lined up. They're working off their cell phone or like an Excel spreadsheet. If you're looking to get your database rocking and rolling, this is the number one way in order to get it bolstered.